A story about Genos when he meets Don Pacino, a wanted C-class criminal, and his family in a warehouse along with a man who is being held captive by the gang. Don Pacino takes Saitama's keys and asks Genos to reveal information about the man, and in return he would give the keys back. Genos readily accepted the offer and tells him how important the keys were. He talks about the conversation between him and Saitama in a communal bath, discussing about the various sounds that would be fitting while taking a hot bath. After the conversation, Saitama tells Genos to go home. He gives his room keys and warns him not to lose it. Genos waited for Saitama. While going home, Saitama noticed a food store and decided to cook hot pot for dinner. He needed some ingredients, so he took out leaflets and saw that there is sales for high-quality chicken thighs in a supermarket. Genos suggested that if they split they could take the ingredients before the sale was over. Genos headed to the two nearest supermarkets, until he spotted a monster and decided to eliminate the threat, and by the time he reached the supermarket, the sale was already over. Upon hearing Genos' story, Don was annoyed and demanded Genos to tell him what business he had with the man who is the Typhoon's number 2 family member. Genos continues his story, telling them how he met them. After failing to reach the first sale on time, he went to a second shop and to his surprise, it was closed. Genos encountered a passerby and asked him as to why the shop was closed. The man replied that Don Pacino forced all the shops to close after he ransacked their place. When the man coughed and fell down, Genos held him and the keys slipped out of Genos' hand. Don Pacino entered the scene and took them to their place. After hearing Genos' story, Don realizes that Genos was a passerby and has no connection with the Typhoon family member, so he takes out his guns. He and his gang begin shooting Genos with a barrage of bullets. Genos, unharmed, responds by using his incinerate move, leaving them alive and frees the man. After reaching home, Genos tells Saitama about the incident of losing his keys and why he couldn't get the chicken. Saitama, without hesitation, calmly replied that he had spare keys. They cooked dinner with meat that Genos bought as an alternative.